Hey guys, it's your average Joe Demon Joe here. Welcome back once again to another video. Today, I just seem to be obsessed with loot videos. Am I right, guys? Am I right or am I wrong? Because every single video I've been putting out has been some sort of loot video. End me now. Every single video I've been putting out recently has been some sort of loot video, whether it's been, you know, a raid montage, or, you know, nightfall rewards, or crucible bounties, which, by the way, I am going to be doing crucible bounties again soon. It just seems that every single video I come out with is a loot video. And can you really blame me? I mean, come on guys, it's Age of Triumph, we got tons of new stuff to explore, and today is going to be another one of those videos. It's going to be called Rare Raid Loot. Basically, I'm just going to be going over every single piece of loot that I've gotten from the raids, but I also, at the end, I'm going to be showing you guys some pretty rare items that I have gotten while raiding. Now, there are chances that you guys have got them, or you guys have never even seen them, so stick around to the end of the video to see those, and those will be on my hunter. But I'm going to be showing you guys my raid loot from every single raid except King's Fall, because I haven't done my King's Fall raid montage, so I put all my King's Fall gear, except for the armor, back into the vault. So, we're going to go ahead and start off with my primaries here on this character. So I've been running Crota and whatnot. Seeing as King's Fall is now the featured raid, you can't get the exotic weapons anymore from Crota and from VOG, so I ended up bagging me a legendary Fang of Ute. I'm not sure if I would say this is better than the Vision of Confluence, guys. I wouldn't mind if you guys would put in the comments down below what you would prefer, since it's legendary. Would you prefer a Fang of Ute or a legendary you know, Vision of Confluence? Because I don't know, and I might level this up, I'm just not sure yet. And you know, here's my Touch of Malice just from, you know, doing King's Fall. I just have it lying around, not really any loot. And then I have a $3.99 legendary Fatebringer. This is not my only Fatebringer. I do have the exotic one, and I do have another legendary one, and my other legendary one's actually maxed out, so that one's really cool. I have gotten the Praetorian Foil and the Found Verdict. Both these weapons are really good for Vault. Found Verdict's really amazing for the Oracles, and actually so is Praetorian Foil. You can definitely, especially in the Atheon fight, you can definitely take out Oracles with this thing, so it's very strong, and it has to be one of my favorite weapons because I never got it in year one, and I'm very excited that I have it now. So I'm gonna start using that a bunch, and that's pretty much it for my Titan. Other than that, I do have the Light of the Great Prism, which that is the class item, so you guys can see what that looks like. Personally, either this one or just the regular one. I kind of like the normal one, you know, just this one the best. And then we have Caber's Wrath. I think it's Caber, right? Because I think in one of the story missions they said Caber. And you know, it has the ornament stuff too. Personally, I do prefer just a regular one. I don't really like I think this one's a Wi-Fi signal. This should be like a Wi-Fi signal. Oh, it disappeared. Come on, Wi-Fi. Are you serious? Come on. There you go. So yeah, there's a Wi-Fi signal one, but I do like the original better. It seems like the Titan armor, just for me personally, I do like the original a lot better, except for the helmet. So yeah, this is pretty much my most boring character because I've only done like, you know, 2 raids on this character ever since Age of Triumph came out. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on over to my Warlock, which has a little bit more interesting loot, and then we'll move on to the Hunter, which has all the really rare stuff. So let's go ahead and move on to my Warlock. Alright guys, here I am on my Warlock. So yeah, we're basically gonna be going over the gear for him, and then we'll move on to the Hunter. So the Warlock I have in my gear, it's not much of it, but I do have a pretty cool thing or two on my Warlock. So equipped on my Warlock, I have my fully leveled up Vision of Confluence that I got from VOG, which is very nice. Actually, I really do like it for my solar stuff. Let me know down in the comments down below if you guys have been using, you know, all these exotic weapons a lot for these burns, because, you know, I've been really hoping for like arc burn and whatnot. Here's my Atheon's epilogue. I've been really hoping for like arc burn and stuff for the heroic strikes, but that has yet to happen, so I'm kind of sad about it. Atheon's epilogue is pretty useless, to be honest, but it's there. And these two are the weapons that I have in my character. Everything else is pretty much on my Hunter, but one thing that makes my Warlock interesting is a few things. Is that I got lucky with my armor drops in Vault of Glass, because as you guys know, in Age of Triumph, the armor does not drop as frequent at all. So I was lucky enough to get Facade of the Heaven Lords. So here's the regular, here's one of the ornaments, turns it blue, kind of changes the plates on the sides, which I wish I could wear that one because I think it looks better with my shader. But then we got this one right here, which just completely changes it and it makes it look like a Gorgon helmet. I don't know if it really changes with the shader or not. Kind of makes me sad about it. But yeah, this is one of my favorite helmets. Aside from Death Singer's Gaze, this has to be my favorite helmet in the game. So I really do like Facade of the Hezbollah a lot. But the main thing is this. I've been on the forums, right, and a lot of people have been complaining because they can't get their armor drops because they want to have robotic legs. And I was lucky enough to get the boots, and I also had some ornaments, so I threw on, you know, robotic legs. So if I take those off, this is just what it looks like normally. But I was lucky enough to get the boots, so I could get the robotic legs. This is what it looks like, just you know, with the different coloring. But yeah, this is something that I think makes my Warlock look 10 times better. I think it looks very interesting with the shader. This is the Moments of Triumph Year 2 shader, Caleb here, that one, and it looks really good. This on my shoulder plate thingy, same color as that pretty much, so they do mix pretty well, and I do like my Warlock a lot because of the armor that I've gotten. Definitely in love with them. If I get 2 more ornaments, I might change my helmet just to have that blue. And basically, this might be my Warlock for the rest of Age of Triumph, unless I get something like the Death Singer's Gaze or whatnot. But yeah, that is my Warlock. Now we're gonna move on to the main attraction, which is my Hunter, which has some pretty rare and pretty cool loot on him, and he's the one I've been doing most of my raiding on. So let's go ahead and move on over to my Hunter. Alright, and here we are on my Hunter. So let's check out that rare loot that I was talking about and that you guys did see in the thumbnail. So this is my only character at 400 light, so that's pretty cool. We'll start off with the left side right here. So here's my Fatebringer that I talked about, my other legendary Fatebringer. Here is my exotic Fatebringer right here. I like the way the exotic one looks a lot better than the legendary one. I think the skin for it looks really cool, and the skin for the exotic VOG weapons are like very Age of Triumph-y. It looks like Age of Triumph, you know? I also got the Necrochasm from Crota, which I'm very happy about, and I do have the ornament Devourer of Moons. Is really, really, really cool. I like that ornament a lot, and I have a legendary Vision of Confluence. Now, we're going to go ahead and move on to the armor. Here's my Unyielding Cascade, which is the Crota helmet, which looks really cool. I have the Prime Zealot helm, which I have the ornament on. I can always take it off. And then I can put this one on, which just makes it blue. Put that back on. Oh yeah, and this is the ornament for this one. Yeah. Just kind of like pulsing green. And then here, I would have had the gauntlets, right? I would have had the gauntlets, but I dismantled them on accident because I had these with me. These are old hard mode Kingsfall gauntlets, and I had these with me, and I accidentally dismantled the new ones I got, so I couldn't put an ornament on that. Sad about it. I have the Dogged Gauge, which this is the Crota one, so put an ornament on. Gives you one of you know, those spikes off on the side, which is cool. And I have another one which actually has the ornament on it. And then I have the Prime Zealot gloves, which I'm not really too crazy about, to be honest. I think it looks kind of ugly. Like, you see the stripe, right? Like on the cloth. Let's see if you can see it if I dismantle it. Or not dismantle. Yeah, see, whenever you put the ornament on, the cloth has stripes in it, and it makes me think of bed sheets, and I hate it. I hate it with a passion. I hate whenever gauntlets have stripes like that. They look so ugly. So I'm never ever going to wear this, unless I do a full, like an armor set showcase with all the ornaments and whatnot. Then I have this, which is the Prime Zealot Curious. Curious. I don't know how you say it. I got this ornament right here, which is just basically a recolor. Take that off. And then put on this one. I like this one a lot. Makes you kind of look like a beetle's exoskeleton. I don't know, man. It looks freaking cool though. Then I have the Relentless Harness. Now, the only reason I don't have a ornament on the Relentless Harness is because of this. You put an ornament on, and then you have a little Crota that's just chilling right there. You know, he's just chilling. I hate it. I hate whenever you get a little Crota on you, man. And then I have the Harrowed Dark Hollow Treads. which, you know, I got the ornament on, so if I take that off, I love the King's Fall armor, guys. I just really wish I could have got the helmet. I really do. I love the helmet so much. And that's the only boots I got. And so I got all 3 cloaks. So we have Cloak of the 7 Bones, which does that and gives you a freaking like mohawk thing, which I think looks really cool. Then we have Shroud of Flies, which that gives you, you know, horns. Looks nice. And then we have the Shattered Vault Cloak, which looks really cool. I love the Shattered Vault Cloak a lot. It looks amazing, especially with the shader. It looks good. And so now we can go on to some more rare loot. So now we have the Templar shell. Now this has a pretty small chance of dropping, but you can get it at the Templar, similarly to the Ascendant shell from Crota that you get for killing Crota. This one you can only get if you kill the Templar, and it's never a guaranteed drop. It just has a chance to drop at Templar. So this is a really cool ghost shell that I bagged myself, which is amazing. Yesterday we did King's Fall Oryx, and from that I ended up getting the XV1 Usurper. Now this is the Taken Sparrow, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. There's this one, and there's also a Wrath of the Machine one, which probably lights up whenever you drive it, because if you go inspect it, all it is a black sparrow, but I think it lights up whenever you actually boost. So that's really cool. But I got this yesterday, and I was the only one in my raid group to get it out of all the times we've done King's Fall. So I figure it's pretty rare. It says Long Ride the King. So the XV1 Usurper is definitely one of the best things I've gotten thus far. And then a lot of people have been wanting and grinding for this, the Time Glass shader that you get for Vault of Glass. I know a lot of people really want this shader. It's like a non-glowy glowhoo. I mean, it's not the best shader in the world, but since it's kind of rare, I do like to wear it, just, you know, kind of showing off. And like I said earlier, it does look better with the vault, or with the Shattered Vault Cloak. It does look a lot cooler. So, you know, a lot of people have been really wanting this shader, and I was the only one to get it out of my raid group yet again. I think one person, that was always correct, I think one person ended up getting the Crota shader, but I'm the only one that has Time Glass out of my raid group so far, so that is really cool. So I've been getting some pretty good stuff. I got a Templar shell, which I think one other person has. I get the Usurper and the Time Glass, which nobody has. If you want to count this stuff as rare, you can Glass and Time, you got the Crota one, and then you got the Templar one, or, you know, whatever. So those are my emblems. And the only other thing I got from raiding is Bane of Dark Gods from Crota. This was one of the ships that I didn't own. It's got a cool skull at the bottom. Pretty cool design. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I might as well put on the freaking Taken ship while I'm at it, you know. But that's pretty much it for me in this video, guys. I just thought I would show off my raid loot and some of the rare stuff at the end. So I hope you guys did enjoy. Please leave in the comments down below if you guys do have any rare stuff, like any of the raid shaders, or if you have the Ascendant shell, Templar shell, or any of the cool stuff like Robo Legs. Just let me know down in the comments down below if you guys have been having luck with any armor, any shaders or whatnot, because from what I've seen on the from what I've seen on the forums, people are having a lot of trouble getting armor and whatnot. So I want you guys to let me know if you guys have been lucky with all that type of stuff. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave a like on the video if you did like it, dislike if you did not, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time.